to America 3 years ago. It was hard to learn English and everything, but after a while, I kind of figured stuff out. I worked so hard to fit in, but my grandma still acts like she's in Vietnam. Every time we go somewhere, people stare at us. Ba Noi, that means grandma in Vietnamese, wears a Vietnamese straw hat and these old-fashioned shoes. It's really embarrassing. The worst is when we go to the mall. Ba Noi makes me wear nice clothes, and even though there are tons of restaurants, she always brings a big thermos of pho along. Pho's this Vietnamese soup with fish balls and fresh herbs. I love pho, but why make me eat it in the mall in front of all my friends? Next day, kids always tease me.
What's that weird fishy stuff you were eating at the mall, Min?
How come you put leaves in your food? Are you some kind of panda bear or something?
Because she's bent over and only speaks Vietnamese, kids are kind of scared of Ba Noi.
Ooh, what a spooky old lady. She must be like 100 years old or something.
But Ba Noi is great, really. Every Saturday, she makes banh tri, my favorite banana cake, and helps me practice for the Vietnamese dance group. You can never tell by looking at her, but she's really wild. We love playing tricks on people. We set up the best surprise for my brother Nguyen's birthday. I really love Ba Noi, and I'm proud to be Vietnamese. When I'm home, I feel fine. But as soon as I go out, everything's different. I get all embarrassed and kids make fun of me. I didn't even tell anyone at the bake sale that Banoi made the banana cake they love so much. I made my brother Nguyen pretend he bought it at the supermarket. How can I be Vietnamese and American at the same time? I don't know what to do.
The Headley Coo. There once was an old woman who earned her keep doing small chores for farmers. Though she earned a scant living and lived alone on the outskirts of the village, she was spry and cheery, wanting nothing more of the world. The villagers feared for her, saying, "An old woman like that should not live alone in the forest. Imagine if the Headley Coo should come upon her." Now, everyone knew the Headley Coo was a wicked hobgoblin who came out after dark. The Headley Coo changed shape at will, frightening villagers out of their wits. One evening, as she hastened homeward, the old woman came upon a large pot. Now, that would be just the thing for me, if I had anything to put in it. She reached for the pot, when imagine her surprise, she discovered it was brimful of gold coins. The woman sang, "How grand! I'm rich. What luck!" She dragged her treasure pot homeward, but soon the woman grew tired. Stopping to rest, she turned to look at her pot of gold. To her astonishment, 'twasn't a pot of gold at all. 'Twas a lump of iron. Well, isn't that luck? The pennies from this iron will be a sight more useful, and I should never have slept a wink with all that gold in the house for fear of being robbed. She set off on her way and presently checked her bundle again. Oh my, if it hasn't gone and turned itself into a great stone this time. Oh, now that's a change for the better. I've been searching high and low for something to prop me door open with. What fine luck. Arriving home at last, the woman bent to untie the stone from her shawl. All of a sudden, it gave a jump and a squeal and grew as large as a horse. The creature threw out legs and a tail and gave a terrifying bellow. Well, fancy me seeing the Headley Coo all to myself.
Aren't you afraid?
Oh, not I. Oh, 'tis a rare sight you are. Not many folk have the luck I do. Lo and behold, the creature turned into a small man with a pointed cap.
Thank you, kind lady, for seeing the best in me.
The woman invited the Headley Coo to supper, and the two talked all night long, becoming fast friends. Oddly enough, from that day forward, she found her cupboard well stocked with goodies. She never said a word to the villagers, and when they warned her about the Headley Coo, she simply smiled to herself and went on her merry way.
Banoi wants me to invite some kids over to bake banana cake with us, and that's just what I'm going to do. Once they get to know her, they won't be afraid of her, and they'll understand me a little bit better. Maybe then they won't tease me so much. I'm really lucky. I learned a lot from Banoi, especially that no matter what happens, there's always something good in life. It all depends on how you look at it.